We are back at Hogwarts, although this time it is all about learning. We will duel a single partner to hone our skills in our defense against the dark arts. We will acquire spells, items, and allies, while avoiding the hexes our opponents might send our way, all in preparation for whatever evil forces may be on the rise. So grab your wand, your dueling partner, and for a best of 5 wizarding duel in Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, Defense Against the Dark Arts. Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, Defense Against the Dark Arts is a 2-player game for ages 11 and up with an average gameplay length of 30 to 60 minutes. The basic overview of the game has you dueling a friend by building a deck of spells, items, and allies to push your opponent back until they are stunned. The first to stun their opponent 3 times is the winner. To set up the game, begin by placing the dueling board between both players. Each player then chooses a house to play as. They can also play as a wizard from the same house. They collect their house cards and place standees on the starting locations. Separate the cards into 4 decks. The hex cards are shuffled and placed down under the hex side of the board. The books are placed face up above the library. The starter cards are put to the side for a moment, and the remaining deck of Hogwarts cards that have a cost are shuffled into a large deck and placed to the far left of the classroom. Then 4 cards are drawn face up, making a market. Now for the starting cards. Each player is given 7 Alohomora spell cards, 1 wand, and 1 cauldron. They are then allowed to choose one of the 3 starting allies. They consist an owl, of a cat, or a toad. These 10 cards represent the player's starting deck. They are then shuffled and placed to the side as a draw pile for each player. Each player then draws 5 cards from their deck and are ready to begin the duel. Choose a player to begin. As listed on each player's house card, a turn will begin by resolving any hex cards that may have been drawn into one's hand. Since this is the beginning of the game, neither player should have any hex cards, but certain spells will cause players to add hex cards to their decks. On a player's turn, hex cards are resolved in full and placed into their owner's discard piles unless otherwise stated. They can be removed by spell cards that are obtained in the market. If there are no hex cards, proceed to the next phase. This phase allows you to play any spell, item, or ally in your hand in order to obtain coins to purchase spells, attacks to push a player closer to the stun location, as well as hearts to move yourself closer to the starting location. Throughout the game, you may gain house cards. These are identified by the banner and houses marked on the cards. Any player can obtain these cards, and any player can use the first effect. However, if you are playing a card from your house, you can also use additional effects listed at the bottom next to the house crest. Be sure to read all cards to make sure you are not missing out on any special abilities. For example, the books allow you to either gain 2 coins or return it back to the library in order to draw another card from your draw deck. Once all cards are played, place them into your discard pile along with anything acquired from the market. Any ally cards you played this turn remain in play on your side for their abilities to be used in future turns. Discard any coins, hearts, or attacks you did not use this turn, and draw back up to 5 cards. Avoid shuffling your discard pile until you cannot draw a full set of 5 cards. Then pass to the next player. Continue this back and forth until one player is pushed all the way back to the stun location. The active player may continue their turn even after the opponent is stunned. Once the active player ends their turn, the stunned player will place a stun token on their house card, place house markers back at the start. Both players will gather all their cards from both the discard and draw piles, along with any ally cards in play, shuffle them all together to create a new draw pile, and draw 5 new cards. and begin the next round with the stunned player choosing who begins. Play just as in the previous rounds and reset once a player is stunned again. Do this until one player has received 3 stun tokens, they are knocked out, and the last wizard standing is the winner of the duel. And that is how you play Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Defense Against the Dark Arts. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified about new videos. If you're bored now, click this for more games.